Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to today's explainer, where we're tackling one of the most persistent, frankly frustrating bottlenecks in the entire crypto space: the massive gap between the blockchain and the real world. I mean, if you've spent any time at all in the Cardano ecosystem, you know the tech is absolutely phenomenal. But actually taking that value you hold on chain and using it to buy your morning coffee, yeah, that usually involves what feels like a 48-hour wait, 3 different confirmation emails, and honestly, a mild panic attack. So today, we're breaking down a brand new piece of infrastructure that's designed to build a direct, seamless bridge right across that divide. It's the question literally everyone asks, right? It's a universally understood pain point. Why on earth is moving crypto to the real world still so incredibly complicated? You can execute these mind-bendingly complex smart contracts in seconds, but trying to cash out just a little bit of ADA to pay your rent, it can feel like navigating an absolute obstacle course. And, well, we really have to acknowledge this reality before we can fully appreciate the solution. We are still firmly stuck in the problem stage of the industry's evolution here. Which brings us to a kind of fascinating paradox. Crypto adoption just continues to increase every single day. We're seeing more wallets, more decentralized applications popping up, more everyday users entering the space, and yet the actual reality of moving your funds back and forth, it remains a jarringly difficult process. It's kind of like building this state-of-the-art, multi-lane superhighway that just abruptly ends at a dirt road right before you reach the city. The on-chain experience is super smooth, for sure, but those exit ramps are, well, severely lacking. And this brilliantly illustrates a point made by Charon from Nucast, who captured the exact risk here perfectly. He said, people need to be able to move value quickly and easily, or they won't bother. I mean, it's just simple human nature, isn't it? If the user experience is too difficult, adoption simply stalls out. Mainstream users are absolutely not going to jump through burning hoops just to access their own money. They need convenience. And right now, the bridge between ADA and Fiat lacks that convenience entirely. So let's break down exactly why it's so clunky. Right now, step 1 is literally just making this simple decision that you want to convert some ADA to Fiat. Easy enough, right? But step 2 is where the nightmare really begins. You are immediately forced to interact with custodial intermediaries, usually these massive centralized exchanges. You've got to send your funds out of your secure wallet into their black box system, wait around for network confirmations, execute a trade on their terms, and then finally request a withdrawal. Step 3, major friction. We're talking agonizing delays, exorbitant hidden fees, and just a genuinely terrible user experience. Honestly, it's exhausting just talking about it. Let's drill down into that specific jargon for a second, because the source material emphasizes that every step and every custodial intermediary creates friction. When we say custodial intermediary, we just mean a third party that takes total control of your funds to process a transaction. Every single time you hand over your keys, you're adding completely unnecessary steps, you're introducing massive security risks, and you're moving entirely away from the core decentralized ethos of the blockchain. You are literally trusting someone else with your money just to move it. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how clearly we need a complete paradigm shift. We absolutely have to move away from this frustrating current model of custodial intermediaries holding your funds hostage and move entirely toward direct integration. Just imagine it. Seamless, non-custodial conversions where the transaction happens directly. No middleman holding your ADA. No ridiculous waiting periods. Just a straight, direct line from your decentralized wallet right to your bank account. Well, enter Nucast. They are actively building the infrastructure to move the entire industry forward. They looked at the landscape and realized that waiting around for centralized exchanges to magically improve their user experience just wasn't the answer. Instead, they decided to step up and build the exact type of foundational tool needed to solve this massive headache right from the ground up, keeping the power securely in the hands of the Cardano ecosystem itself. And here is the core technology they've developed to do it: the MidnightZK Off-Ramp SDK. Let's really unpack this definition for a second. It is an open-source tool built by Nucast that allows developers to integrate Fiat off-ramps directly into Cardano wallets. Now, because it's open source, it doesn't just fix one single app. It empowers blockchain developers literally anywhere in the world to take this code and build it right into their own applications. Think of it as a universal toolkit specifically designed to fix the exit ramps across the entire network. The absolute beauty of this SDK is that it acts as a direct bridge. By offering direct integration for Cardano wallets and decentralized applications, or dApps as we call them, it means the solution lives right where the user already is. You don't have to leave your favorite Cardano wallet, open a new browser tab, log into some centralized exchange, and lose an hour of your day. The bridge to the real world is built right into the software you're already using to manage your ADA. It's right there. Let's move to and see how this builds. Because how does this abstract tech actually help you buy your groceries, right? Well, the magic really happens when the SDK connects directly to highly recognizable fiat payment rails like CashApp, Revolut, and Wise. I mean, these are the apps millions of people already use every single day to manage their fiat currency. By connecting Cardano directly to these everyday platforms, the SDK turns your ADA into spendable cash instantly. It takes the whole concept completely out of the theoretical realm and brings it right into your everyday life. So the crucial point is this. Users can convert their ADA seamlessly without ever handing custody to a third party. I honestly cannot overstate how important this is. You maintain absolute 100% control of your assets right up until the exact millisecond the fiat hits your Revolut or Cash App account. No centralized exchange holding your funds hostage, no arbitrary withdrawal limits dictated by some middleman. You keep your keys, you keep your crypto, and you get your cash. As Nucast states, the biggest barrier to adoption is the gap between blockchain and the real world. I want you to think of the blockchain and the traditional financial system as two massive, thriving islands. For years, people have had to literally swim between them, carrying their assets on their backs through rough, dangerous waters, just hoping they don't lose anything along the way. What the MidnightZK Off-Ramp SDK does is finally build a sturdy, reliable, high-speed bridge linking those two islands together for good. Ultimately, this whole thing is about making Cardano significantly more usable for everyone by permanently closing that gap. It's about moving the entire industry forward. You see, when developers utilize this open source infrastructure, they aren't just adding a neat, flashy little feature to their dApp. They're fundamentally upgrading the utility of the entire Cardano blockchain. It transforms ADA from an isolated digital asset into a highly practical, everyday financial tool that you can actually rely on. Which leaves us with this final thought to ponder. We know for a fact that friction kills adoption, right? And we now see a direct, non-custodial solution actively being deployed to eliminate that friction completely. So with the gap between the blockchain and the real world finally closing, how will these non-custodial fiat off-ramps accelerate the future of Cardano adoption? I mean, once it becomes truly effortless to move in and out of the ecosystem, the possibilities are practically limitless. Thanks for joining me for this explainer. I'll see you in the next one.